Hey, welcome to Warrior Goddess Garden, and we are talking about shamanism and your shamanic journey. And this is a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and something that for a long time was hard for me to talk about with anyone else, let alone talk about it on a platform or in a big way, because when we truly have a shamanic awakening, or we believe that we may be on a shamanic spiritual path, it's really easy for us to judge ourselves and then in turn to allow others to judge us. And let's let go of that and let's get into it. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Carrie Starr with Warrior Goddess Garden, and today we are going to explore the topic of your shamanic journey. What is that? And what does it look like? And why do we have such a hard time talking about it if that's actually something that we're going through? I can speak to myself living in the States, in Western culture, because that's what I know. In Western culture, it's something that I feel as though it is two things. It's deeply, it's incredibly interesting to people, and then it's also incredibly judged. And then you're also saying the words shamanic spiritual journey, or I feel as though I'm a shaman, or I do shamanic healing. It's been my experience that all kinds of judgment gets heaped upon you. And let's talk about that. So, talking about shamanic journey, what is that? What do I mean when I say shamanic journey or shamanic awakening? Well, chances are, if you're here with me watching this video, you are going through one, or you are also on your shamanic journey. That's kind of the way it works. Harmonic resonance, like attracts like, right? So, shamanic journey is very much about allowing your spirit and your life to be led with your heart. And in doing so, allowing ourselves to be led, heart-led and heart-centered, we allow all that is meant to transpire in this lifetime to transpire, whether that be gifts and abilities that come on board, whether that be really leaning into a more quiet, mystical type of lifestyle, and allowing, our spirit guides and angels and God to speak to us moment to moment. And in our shamanic journey, in our shamanic waking up, if we choose that path, we are deeply attuned and deeply walking every moment on our shamanic journey, on our shamanic path. Deeply in every moment, we are attuned to the spirits. And it's very much like we are realm bridgers. We have the ability to be within the spirit realm almost at all times, but yet very much be firmly rooted on the earth. Because that is part of the medicine. Part of our medicine that we offer people is our ability to bridge the realms. Realm Bridger has been such a component that keeps being spoken to me over and over and over. And those of us that are on our shamanic path, those of us that are realm bridgers, we have the ability to access other realms in every moment. It's like it's a marriage. What I'm being shown right now, it's like we got married to spirit, and in every moment we can drop into that spiritual wisdom and allowing, whatever ability or gift that we use to have answers come through, or wisdom come through, or offerings and healings come through for others, we are able to access that in every moment. It's something that's just always there for us. It's not something that we have to quote unquote prepare for, because our life is such that our life is a devotion to spirit. Our life is a devotion to bridging the realms, the spiritual realm, the cosmic realm. And that's part of our journey on earth. Something else too, when I asked the question, and maybe you've asked the question of like, what is a shamanic journey? Is that actually what I'm on? And I spoke to that in the intro. It's so easy, especially to those of you that are in the States or in Western culture. I would love to know if you are from a different country than that, what your experience is. Please let us know in the comments. But for us in the States, because we are a melting pot, because those of us that in this life journey, you know, we are not indigenous per se to North America. Okay, we are not, you know, of indigenous culture this lifetime. And it's really easy for us to A, judge ourselves, and then to B, I believe, to be judged. Because if you are not of a descent that where shamanic, you know, medicine men and women are part of your culture and a part of your upbringing, then people tend to look at you very oddly if you ever say, I feel like I'm having a shamanic awakening, or I'm a shamanic healer, or, you know, I'll go to have a healing session with someone and they'll be like, so what's your modality? What do you do exactly? And I'll say, well, I base mine, the way I like to explain it is I'm a shamanic healer, shamanic intuitive healer, and there may be different types of modalities that come into play during your healing session. I always just like to let spirit flow and show me what is needed. So I give them that example and they kind of go, oh, okay, interesting. They don't really know how to take that. And I found that that's okay. Every time that happens, I feel as though I'm just a teacher for them, and they, you know, called me into their life, and I am going to help open something up in them that they have been asking for, whether they actually realized it or not. So people seem to, I feel like it's really easy for, if we're on a shamanic journey and, you know, we're struggling with taking ourselves seriously, I find that the more that we struggle, the more that others struggle. And truly, that's such a great example in our lives for how what others think of us is truly A, none of our business, and B, it's not helpful to our growth. Whether they approve or not, our growth and our journey is ours and ours alone. And so with that said, I want to encourage you. Because your journey this lifetime, your journey on earth, I almost want to give you permission to accept what's happening, to fall into your heart and allow this amazing path to unfold just as it's meant to, and to allow any judgment and to allow any fear that your body or your spirit is holding on to that is blocking this path in any way. I encourage you to let that go and to really sit somewhere sacred. Sit somewhere that is sacred to you and take time to allow that fear to drop away and to allow that self-judgment to drop away, because a huge part of your abilities on your shamanic journey coming online those start to really show themselves when you start to fully accept who and what you are and just fall into love with yourself and then with the journey. You know, I can share from my personal life that I have lost many relationships. And I could say it's because of this. I could say it's because of my shamanic journey. But I feel like as we evolve over time, as we move through our life, any one of us, friendships come and go, relationships come and go. It would be easy to say that it's because of my shamanic journey, but I don't really believe it's that. I believe it's because we change and evolve. And those of us, you know, who choose to step into what spirit and our guides is calling us to, this is just what we're changing and evolving into. And it's really beautiful. You know, it's really beautiful. And as we'll talk about in other videos, you get to have some phenomenally sacred, mystical experiences. And to me, that is what makes this life worth living. You know, having those experiences and then being of service to others who come onto our path. It's so gorgeous and so beautiful. I see. Oh, I see a seal swimming down below. I always take that very seriously when I'm in nature, and also when I'm creating a video. If I see an animal, I take it as a sign, a synchronicity from spirit that we're on the right path. Oh man. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, spirit. So that sweet little seal is right out here swimming. I know you won't be able to see it, but it's there, a sign from source that you're on the right path, beloved. Do you know, this is so cool, do you know that seals are a shamanic spirit animal? They have the ability to take a human down into the depths of the sacred waters and show them the mystical ways. So what a synchronistic sight for us to have as we make this video about our shamanic journey. Please let that be a sign for you from spirit. Please let that speak to your heart right now. I know that it can feel scary. I know that changing and evolving and walking this path with God, of God, so connected to God, can at times feel like a lot. But it's so beautiful, and truly you're so needed. You're so needed here on earth, in this time, in this space, in this place. You're so needed. Your light, your love, your abilities to help, your abilities to heal, your abilities to be a way shower and a realm bridger. Oh, beloved. You've worked at this. It's with purpose and for purpose that you're here right now. We are all needed. We are all needed, all hands on deck here. And so I encourage you, as I always do, as you will come to see, if you're new to this channel, as you will come to see, you are a gift, and you are of the light, and you are here for purpose, and you're very, very needed. You may also find that on this path that you are having so many, experiences that are incredibly beautiful, stunning, synchronistic, mystical, powerful beyond words. And I think there are so many times when we are in that space where we are having really powerful experiences. It's easy for our mind to make excuses or to brush it off or to talk ourselves out of what's transpiring. And I want to encourage you to not do that. I want to encourage you to allow yourself to fall into your heart. Allow yourself to discontinue considering what's happening with logic and to allow yourself to consider what's happening with an open heart and an open mind, and to allow the judgment of yourself to fall away. I'm so honored that you're here. If you're subscribed, thank you. And if you're not, let me know in the comments when you subscribe, and I'd love to welcome you personally. And Where Goddess Garden is just getting started, and I cannot wait to walk this journey with you. Please let me know if you have video ideas or suggestions. I would love to hear about it, and so love to you. Until next time. Something that I really love doing is taking you with me on journeys, and as Warrior Goddess Garden, you know, moves from infant stage to toddlerhood and then childhood, my dream is to take you on adventures with me all around the world. And the sun's about to go down here, and I want to allow you to see that with me if you so desire. So I am putting it on the end of the video for you, because there's so much beauty in the world, and it's really beautiful to share it with others. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you can watch the sunset with me. This is Deception Pass. This is part of the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Washington State.
You're so wild, I'm not gonna fight it, hypnotized, stuck inside my mind because you gotta be something undefined for me. You're so wild, I'm not gonna fight, replay in my mind of you, things you wanna do to me, replay in my mind of you, and your intentions. You're not my reputation, I'm not